Good day dear chess lovers, Soren here, and in today's video I want to share with you another exciting attacking game played by the 8th World Chess Champion Mikhail. His opponent is Icelandic chess grandmaster Fridrik Olafsson. The game was played in 1961 in Bled. The magician from Riga is on the white side and he opened up with e4, to which Olafsson answered with c5. Sicilian defense is on the board. As you know, Tal himself was a Sicilian player and he had really a good score with the white pieces against Sicilian. Probably you have already noticed that many of his games which I am publishing, many of his fierce attacking games, rise when facing Sicilian. This game is not an exception. e6, knight c3, queen c7, we see the good old Taimanov variation, named after Soviet-Russian chess grandmaster Mark Taimanov, who played hundreds of games and helped to develop many lines of this opening. From c7 the queen patrols the c file and h2 b8 diagonal. At the same time, now black queen has a control over central e5 square. Bishop e3 a6, stopping any knight b5 jump, but of course that's not a problem for black. Usually to knight b5, black is answering with queen b8 and a3. A bit cautious approach by Tal. Other alternatives are considered to be queen d2, bishop e2, bishop d3. In the game he is stopping bishop b4 jump, knight f6, f4, d6, queen f3, bishop e7, bishop d3, black castled kingside, and Tal also castled kingside. Yeah, in this case we don't have an opposite side castlings, but this type of formation can allow white to organize a dangerous kingside attack. Meanwhile, black is developing the last piece and is connecting the rooks. b5, queen g3, king h8, a prophylactic move. Black is moving away his king from the g file. An exchange of knights on c6 followed, and there comes e5. A standard idea, you are removing the defender and then going for e5, occupying that square, and at the same time you are opening up your light squared bishop's diagonal. Knight goes back on g8, queen h3, already we have a direct mating threat. Knight h6, f5. Now Tal is opening up the dark squared bishop's diagonal. The pawn sacrifice was accepted, and the interesting thing is that in here, instead of going for bishop takes f5, Tal played rook takes f5. On move 18, we have an exchange sacrifice. Yes, in this position, Tal evaluates his light squared bishop higher than this rook. The bishop can play a key role in this attack. E takes f5, bishop takes f5, renewing the mating threat. g6, neutralizing the threat, but Tal was not in the mood of touching his bishop and he played bishop d4. The bishop on f5 is of course untouchable because of this discovered check, and yeah, this is going to be catastrophic for black. That's why to bishop d4 black answered with king g8, but this is a mistake. The toughest defense starts with queen d8. If he takes d6 check, then bishop f6, and if queen h4, then just bishop g7, and black is managing to hold. At the same time, maybe black even has a slight advantage. By the way, try to guess what can happen in case of king g7, how can white win? This is going to be our daily puzzle. In case of king g7, how can you win with the white pieces? That's really a very beautiful combination. In the end of the video, again, I will put this diagram, but now let's proceed with the game. So, instead of queen d8, we have king g8 move, and yeah, this is not good. This is really not good. In this case, white already has a huge initiative and black is facing tough times. e6 is coming, opening up the dark squared bishop's diagonal, also challenging black's pawn structure. In case of f takes e6, this is simple. Bishop takes e6 will follow, and very quickly black's position can collapse. To e6, black answered with bishop g5. He takes f7 check, rook takes f7. Bishop takes g6. Of course, Tal is not interested in a move like this in order to win back a material. He goes for a direct kill. Bishop takes g6. The bishop is untouchable because of the checkmate. And what else black can play? Rook g7. Another mistake. Better is rook e8. Yeah, in this case, black can prolong his resistance. This can be really good for black. Instead, in the game, we have rook g7, after which black's position is starting to collapse. There followed a check, king h8. This time the rook is getting pinned, and bishop e8. The bishop was already under attack, that's why Tal is moving it away, relying on the weakness of the 8th rank. Yeah, the bishop is untouchable because you can get checkmated. And now already the knight can jump into the attack. Black played h6, opened up a luft for his king, and there comes an exchange of bishops on c6. Knight e4, the last piece is also joining the attack. Rook e8, queen g6, threatening mate in 1, rook e7, h4. The bishop on g5 was standing really well, and now with h4 white wants to lure away the defender. Queen d5. Well, if bishop takes h4, then check, and then here black played queen d5, and finally bishop takes g7, followed rook takes g7, queen takes d6. Tal has a material advantage, and now he boldly goes for an exchange of queens, and he knows that simplification. Oh, sorry, king h7 was not played. In this case, white can win with knight f5, followed by knight h4. Again, the rook endgame is going to be winning for white. Black played rook g8, then knight f7 check. King g7, here we go. And the pawn on h6 also dropped. King h7, knight f5, bishop g5, b3, and at this point Fridrik Olafsson resigned. White has 2 extra pawns, and this is an easy win. That's why, understanding all this, Olafsson extended his hand. So this is it, dear chess lovers. Hope that you enjoyed this game. This was really a nice attack by Mikhail Tal, and in the end, once again, the position from a sideline from this game, try to find the winning line for white. As usual, we'll wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in my next video.